Hey guys, I'm Kate. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually an experiment that I filmed yesterday. It was one that was voted on by my patrons over at Patreon, where basically I'm trying to do a redone version of living my ideal day. This is something I did last year, and I also did a version where I lived my ideal week. This video, this experiment, ended up being a little bit of a fail, both in the actual recording of the thing, which I think in part was because of failing the experiment to begin with, but I learned a lot of good lessons, so I still want to show it. So basically the premise is that I wrote out what my ideal day would look like, kind of like down to the hour. Now, something I learned last time I did it is how little I account for things like movement between things. You know, if I want to work out at the gym and in my head I'm like, oh, I probably only work out for 50 minutes. So then in my brain, I just lump it in as an hour, but I don't count the like 20 minutes back and forth it takes to get somewhere, or just little things you forget to include in. I tried to fix that by including things in there like my cappuccino time and all this other stuff. I thought I was doing good. But what I want to show you and what I refer to a couple times in the video is that I actually tried to do my ideal day several times. As different things happened throughout the day to change my ideal thing, I tried to restructure it. Each of the times, it's worth noting, I added up, included basically 7.5 hours of work. And this is non-stop work, aka I'm not getting up to get a cappuccino for 10 minutes and wasting those 10 minutes, like 7.5 hours of work. This is going to be pivotal for when I redo this experiment with all of the lessons that I learned. But yeah, okay, this is my preface. If you don't want to watch the experiment, because again, it was a bit of a fail, I will go ahead and put timestamps to when I'm gonna tell you more why it was a fail, how I'm gonna change my mindset, and yeah. Okay, to yesterday, I guess. Yesterday morning. Now that it's 7 o'clock, it's time for my cappuccino. I gave myself 30 minutes to make a cappuccino, but it took me 7. I figured, you know, in case I was doing other stuff, I was in line for the cappuccino machine. You joining me? Oh, stretch. My coffee. I didn't technically plan puppy time into my schedule, but clearly I should have. That was my mistake. I got my 53,000th word, and it was smile. What a good word. It is now 8:27, which means I'm about to switch over from my first story work of the day to iMovie and work on some video stuff for 30 minutes. I only managed to get 883 words in that time, and that's after basically an hour and a half of work. But I think the key here is that I am so tired. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night maybe, and I woke up in the middle of the night, so I think part of that is just woo. I'm editing this video that I did a collaboration with Brooke on. Let's go ahead and open the Forest app. Set this for my 30 minutes. Plant. Double our reward. So I don't know what's up. I think I lost, I don't know how much film. But it is now 9:03, so it's actually time to eat breakfast, and I can do whatever while doing that. Originally I planned to read. Now I gotta see if there's anything left anywhere. Oh, where's my film? Okay, so after panicking, I realized that at the time I thought I was using another memory card because I was having to switch off with stuff. Where did it go? Oh no. So instead of eat during this half hour, it's panic during this half hour. Okay, I'm back with options, at least 2. Which one is it? Who knows? Turns out it was neither of those. So the panic continues. All right, I found one more, and I do think it was a 128 if I remember right last time. So, oh, we're gonna hope. Yes. That's it. Yes. Hooray, hooray. It is now 9:19. The problem with me for always planning these ideal days is that ultimately like the video per day might change. If I have a live stream, something might change. If, you know, I have a different assignment, something might change. So I think I'm going to rearrange from my original plan, and I want to get this first round of editing done on this video, so I'm going to do that. And then I have a video out with Phoebe today for the character art she made of Annalisa, and that comes out at 10, which is in 40 minutes. So I think I'm both going to make and eat breakfast and finish up all my authortube stuff in like one go for the day. All right, I'm editing this last little bit, this final section, and your girl made cheese bread. Alrighty, one cheese bread down and done editing the first round at 27 minutes. And now it's time to double check that my character art video is all good. I'm so excited. It's now 10:40. I'm a little behind schedule. I'm gonna make one more cappuccino and then I'm gonna get to work. And cappuccino got. Double my reward.
All right, after a full morning of sitting here and a little puppy dog has been with me.
I'm actually gonna go switch into contacts, take my computer, and do some yoga with Adrian. So far, progress today is going well.
So let this be a beautiful step in the right direction, something that supports you in your practice. For today, if you want to get a little blanket or a pillow to sit up on, we're going to begin in a cross-legged seat.
All right, it is now 12:04. I'm going to try and get a little bit more writing in before I head to the gym. Because I think I need to document the process. I've actually been watching some YouTube videos and listening to music. I think I'm just gonna do that until it's time to work out, and then I think I will come back with a vengeance later. Yeah, so, okay, I'm gonna make note of it. Okay. Alrighty, bye bubs. I'll see you later. He's like, whatever, you're leaving me. This is what I was watching while I was working out. Or listening to, I guess. It ends up serving more as a podcast. So, okay. I feel so good. And we're back. So, that last thing that I filmed was, I think, around 3 p.m. My ideal days, every single time I wrote them, extended to about 6 p.m. and then it was like free time, read a book, watch a TV show, do you. What really ended up happening was that I worked off and on the afternoon and the evening until about 9, where I then immediately fell asleep. So, lessons I learned: one, as I mentioned in the video, if I don't have good sleep, the day's probably not gonna be great for me, which was compounded by the fact that at a certain point when I get off schedule, my brain has a really hard time with that. I tell myself I'm gonna do something during the day, and if I do it, everything's great, everything's fine. It's when something changes where I can't do the thing that I get really down on myself. And it actually took seeing it back, because like I've always known this was a problem. If so many things have gone wrong, I get into a very like screw it all sort of thing and just will watch whatever, do something else, and like nothing productive. Like it's not a good mindset to have. I already knew it wasn't a good mindset, and it's something I've been working on, but seeing it back was maybe the craziest part to me. And actually, I think despite being more frustrated trying to edit this footage or even film the rest of the day after it, was so helpful. This is a big fail, but like ultimately a win kind of thing. And then I think the third lesson in my mind yesterday ended up being a fail, because I didn't do what I wanted to do, like I didn't achieve what I wanted to. And yet the saddest part is, I think I added the 1,667 words, the NaNoWriMo goal, in my Project Death. I added, how many words was that? 499 words to 2 personal essays, and also edited them through. I also managed to do the first round of edits on an entire video of 27 minutes worth of stuff. All of that combined, and I answered a whole bunch of comments when Phoebe and I did our collab, and I worked out, and I did yoga. That is so many things, right? That is not a fail. It's not a fail. That's a good day. That's great. That's incredible. But just because it wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be, and this is a recurring theme I'm realizing throughout this NaNoWRIMO that I struggle with, I guess. Anyways, I am gonna try this again because I think I can do it better, and I think I can do it more realistically, and I think I can do it trying to take these lessons I've learned and put them into practice. But yeah, I think that is gonna be it for me. Thank you so much, my patrons, for voting on this. Thank you for having the patience with me to attempt it again in a healthier way, because the experiment itself is not an unhealthy experiment. It's my mindset. So anyways, please do comment down below. Let me know what your ideal writing day looks like, your ideal NaNoWRIMO day potentially looks like. Also, let me know how that differs from like a realistic writing day or NaNoWRIMO day. And let me know if you also get caught up in your head sometimes. I feel like that's not really the full issue I was having, but yeah, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow actually with the video that I edited, the tipsy writing challenge with Brooke. So okay, yeah, bye. Whoops. No! How does this happen? Oh, there we go. Someone's there.